three ways to get traffic. There's three ways to sell your product, man. And I'm gonna break it down for you real quick, man. It's gonna be less than 5 minutes, man.
Why you always lying?
I'm pretty sure. But the first way is you can pretty much leverage somebody else's traffic and pretty much give them a commission on any time your product is sold on their platform. This is exactly what eBay does. This is exactly what Amazon does. Pretty much, you don't have the money that you want to just fork out for ads, but you got a good product. You just need to put it in front of people. You don't have a following. You don't have a big, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, blah, 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 blah. So you're like, man, I'm just gonna try to sell it the easiest way I can. And that's pretty much to post it on eBay, that's posted on Amazon. What they do is they put your product, you just make a listing for free, you post it and you put your product in front of their millions and millions and millions of people who buy stuff every month from them at a price. Anytime your product is sold on a platform, man, they take a cut. I know Amazon, they take like a $4 or $5 fee plus a percentage. eBay is pretty much the same thing, man. They're gonna take their cut when your product sells, On Amazon, the crazy thing is if your product, you send products to Amazon and they don't sell for a while, they start charging you for space, So it's pretty much you're relying on somebody else's traffic. You're relying on somebody else's platform to sell your product. And that's cool because you don't got to spend a whole bunch of money. You just got to send them your product. You just got to make a post. And once it sells, you get a cut, they get a cut. But the problem is, there's algorithms involved. There's not just you getting in front of the best people, getting in front of the people that you know. You're stuck behind the algorithm of somebody else's shit that they didn't create it. So you got to figure out somebody else's algorithm. Also, what you have to do, you have to realize that if something happens to the platform, if something happens to eBay, if something happens to Amazon, if something happens to all these platforms that you got your product on and you're unable to sell your product anymore, you're pretty much screwed, because anything can happen where eBay goes out of business, they get sued, they go out of business. Amazon, something happened to Amazon, they go out of business. You stop, selling your product if you only are featured on their website, So it's kind of a catch-22. It's easy to get into it, but if you base your business 100% on eBay, 100% on Amazon or whatever other platform, you're kind of Etsy, whatever, you're kind of stuck. And if something happens to that shit, man, you screwed, So I've seen that happen plenty of times. Or not even something happen to the website that they say, hey man, we don't like the way you're doing business, we don't like your product, your reviews are terrible, your shipping is slow, you're getting a lot of returns, you're getting a lot of people complaining, whatever it is, they can just end your listing like that and your whole business is done if you only reliant on Amazon or eBay or Etsy or whatever else, man, whatever other platforms. I know you guys know, man, you watching this video, you're pretty smart because you're trying to do your own thing. You got to be smart to be an entrepreneur. You got to have some type of business understanding to figure out and critical think and figure stuff out and work through stuff. So you guys know what I mean, man. That's one way, pretty much just leveraging somebody else's success to basically just ride their coattails. But it's not a lot of money to start up front outside of the product and your services or whatever, but you're kind of stuck and reliant on somebody else's traffic, somebody else's algorithm, somebody else's website, somebody else's rules, You're not really putting all the money and all your effort and interest and belief in yourself because you kind of are like I said, riding somebody else's coattail. And that's cool. That's cool and that works. Everything I talk about today works. I know plenty of people on every single thing that I'm gonna speak of or talk about, they made 6 figures a month on this easily, so it all works. But the thing is, what's freedom to you? What do you really want to do with yourself? How do you want to build your business? How do you want to diversify things? How do you want to pretty much set things up, and that'll determine and be able to guide you in what direction to go to when you're trying to start your business and what the objective is. The other thing is, let's imagine you just got a website. You just want to sell your product on your own website. You don't have a lot of people going to your website. You just want to create a Shopify store. You just want to create a WordPress website. And you just pretty much, you have a good product. You know that if it fills some type of need, you know that if you put it in front of the right people, people are going to buy it. But you believe in yourself. You don't want to just put your stuff on Amazon. You don't want to just put it on eBay. You want to sell it and give it directly to your consumers and create some type of relationship with your buyers. Because the thing with Amazon and eBay, when was the last time you bought something from Amazon and you knew who you bought it from? You got their email address. They hit you up like, hey, how's the product? Or, hey, I got some other products that you might like. Never. That doesn't happen because you don't own those customers. Amazon owns those customers. But let's say you bought something from Amazon. Amazon's gonna send you a whole bunch of emails about, hey, you might like this, right? Because they know they're gonna get a cut. They know that if they put you into the algorithm and you bought this, you might like this, you might like that, So it's kind of, you don't own the customer. But the other way, whereas you pretty much put your money up front, you know, whether it's Facebook ads, whether it's influencer marketing, whether it's all the other ways that you pretty much put your money up front. You know, it can be Google ads, it can be YouTube ads, it can be Bing ads, it can be whatever it is. You pretty much put your money up front because you believe in your product. So like, let's say I'm trying to sell this gum, and let's say there's an Instagram influencer who's all crazy about gum. I can say, hey, I'm gonna give you $100. You make a post of my product, and pretty much for 24 hours you just have it on your page. You got 1 million followers, so a lot of people will see it, and pretty much in your bio, in your whatever your story, you're gonna have a link going directly to my website, right? The only thing is you have to pay the person up front $100, $200, $300, $1,000, $10,000, depending on the niche, depending on the following, depending on the engagement, depending on how popular they are, you know, all that type of shit, man. You pretty much got to pay up front. But if you believe in your product and you know as soon as you put this in front of people, you're gonna get that money back, you get all the money back. Whether like it's on Amazon and eBay where, you know, when you start selling products, they're gonna take a cut when they sell, but you don't gotta put any money up front. This way that I'm talking about with Facebook ads, with influencer marketing, with Google, Bing ads, Google ads, once you put your product in front of people because you paid to get in front of these people, it's 100% yours. Nobody's gonna come and say, hey, you know, say you put it on Amazon say you put it on a Shopify store, or say you put it on something else, you know, sorry, I'm driving right now, that's why I'm like driving and looking all weird, I'm not looking at the camera like that. But let's say you put your product in front of somebody and you pay, you know, hey, I'm gonna pay Kevin Hart $1,000 to post my gum. He posts it and I get 10,000 sales. That 10,000 sales is my money. The only thing is Kevin Hart might charge me $5,000 for that post. You know, he might charge me before he do anything, before he says, before he does, before he promotes, before he does anything. He might say, hey man, you gotta give me $10,000 to post this, you know? And the thing is, if you really believe in your product and you really think a certain amount of people and engagement, all that other type of stuff, you know, you have to figure out where your break-even point is, how much how much it's gonna take for you to make money. But if you feel like that's a smart investment, the thing is, that $10,000 can turn into $100,000 because you get all the product. If the post goes viral, if some people are sharing it, retweeting it, you know, sending it to their friends, all the other type of shit, and it just continues to sell, people are going to buy the product and you're gonna get 100% of the service. You're gonna get 100% of the sale, the revenue, the money, whatever it is. Whatever you selling, when that shit sell, you're gonna get 100% of it, but you have to put the money up front because you believe in yourself, you believe in your product. You know, you don't have any traffic, you don't have a big following on social media, you don't have a big influence, but you have money and you have a good product where all you got to do is put that product in front of people and people are going to buy it. You know, that's another way to do it. That's two. I didn't give you two ways. I didn't give you the way where pretty much you pay your money on the back end, Amazon, eBay, where if you sell a product, they get a cut once it's sold. That's on the back end. You got the front end where you got to pay somebody up front. You pay an influencer, you pay for Facebook ads, you pay for Bing ads, you pay for whatever, and you pay before you sell anything, but you have so much faith in yourself that you know the product is gonna sell. You just gotta get it in front of people. You don't got an audience, you don't got a big following on social media, so you gotta pay for that traffic. That's the second way. The third way is you gotta believe in yourself. You just completely believe in yourself. That's gonna take, it's free. This way is totally free, totally free, totally free. Because you have to build that audience up, man. You gotta build that Instagram page. You gotta build that YouTube following. You gotta build that blog following, you know, the followers or whatever, however that shit work on blogs. You gotta build up those people who come into your website. You gotta build that shit up yourself, man. It's gonna take time. The only thing is you don't gotta put any money up front to do this. How much does it cost to make a Facebook page, an Instagram account, a Twitter account? It don't take shit. It don't take any money. Only thing is it takes time and knowledge. So if you have time and knowledge, you can pretty much market whatever you got for free as long as you know what you're doing. You can create a Facebook account, an Instagram account, a Snapchat, a Twitter, a TikTok, and if you know how to understand your product, if you know the demographics of the people who need your product, if you understand the market, if you understand marketing, you can get your product in front of however many people you want for free outside of time if you can build up your following for free. And that's the way to do it, man. There's three ways you can do it. You can pay on the back end, you can pay on the front end, or you can pay zero monetarily, but you gotta pay with time, where you gotta build up your own following, and it's gonna take time, it's gonna take stress, it's gonna take knowledge, you're gonna have to look stuff up, you're gonna have to figure it out, you're gonna have to do whatever you gotta do. But these 3 ways, if you have 0 traffic, if you have 0 following, if you have 0 people knowing who you are, man, you can pretty much start this way completely for free, and you can get your stuff going, man. You can sell your products, you can sell your services, whatever you want to do. You just got to pick and choose which way is best for you, man. And that's what it is, man. I haven't had somebody break this down for me. I had to just take the time and the hours and the weeks and the months and the years to just understand things, and I just wanted to give it back to you guys, man. So that's pretty much it, man. Be sure to subscribe down below. Be sure to like, be sure to comment. Like I said, man, this isn't usually the type of video that I make. I'm actually going to show you guys probably at the beginning of this video, man. At the beginning of the video, I'm going to show you guys what, nah, I ain't going to show y'all, fuck that. I'm going to just show you right now, man. I got something coming on Friday for sure. Y'all know you guys can see it. But that's it, man. Pretty much, man. This is Mr. 300, man. Love you guys. Subscribe down below. Like this. Subscribe, share it, all that type of shit, man. Do whatever you want to do. But that's pretty much it, man. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys are doing everything you want to do in life. And that's pretty much it, man. All right, man. Peace out.